So let's look here at the technology. So these are a couple of the things that I want to talk to you about. The first that's most important, even before you develop your webinar, is you have to make sure you have access to your email list. This doesn't do well doing, for example, an AdWords campaign. Okay, they don't know you, that no one really wants to watch a webinar. If you're doing it's going to be a waste of your ad money. What you need is an email list, and I can show you. We have a list of about 30,000 people in our office, and we send out this webinar, and we get about 40 or 50 people on the individual topic that want to listen to us. So the email list is key, and I'll be showing you later on how you can get access. I use Athena. I can kind of show you how I do it through there, but yours has to be similar. Basically, you write up a little email blast and say, hey, I'm doing this webinar. Do you want to be part of it? And I put a link. The link, the registration link, I do it via Calendly. I don't just send out the link, the Zoom link. Okay, I use this Calendly. And if you look, this is what the Calendly looks like on the bottom right-hand corner here. It says all about Achilles tendonitis, 45-minute webinar, and they're going to get the conferencing details when they sign up. And here you can see here, join us on Tuesday, December 8th at 7 p.m. where we're going to talk about Achilles tendon. Then they choose the proper date. And when they choose it, they get an email confirming and also giving them the information. But the neat thing about Calendly is also sends them reminders, because just because someone signs up for a webinar doesn't mean that they're going to show up. And what Calendly does, it'll send them a reminder a couple days before, 1 day before, a half hour before, and it has a cool function where it can actually send them a text message to remind them as well. Because if they signed up for it, even though they signed up, they might not show up. Okay, and then even afterwards, I have it kind of linked to a blog that I did. And initially in the blog, I'll have the sign up link, but then after the event is over, I'll put the actual video there if they want to watch it afterwards. In terms of how to do the actual slides for the webinar, you can see my slides here on the left-hand side here. These are the slide deck for Achilles tendonitis, the typical questions. This is a slide deck that I developed on Google Slides. I think Google Slides is a lot easier because then you can send it to the doctors and they can all put in their own individual sections, and then someone kind of makes it look pretty. The one that makes it look pretty is called Fiverr.com. Basically what you do, and I will include here a link to the person that I use at Fiverr, and I think I pay them $20 with maybe a little $2 fee, and they make it look beautiful. They don't do the original logo that we did. We did that on Canva, CANVA, which is really easy to do, and but they lay it out. They do the color scheme. They make it look pretty, and you send it to them. You need a few days to do that, but Fiverr works really great for laying out your slides. So you don't have to do all of these things. You just have someone else do them for you. You kind of need the basic content. A lot of times I'll just send them slides with just the basic topics and questions, and they lay it out and it makes it look really, really professional, and it's worth the $20. And then Zoom is the technology that we use. You could use another one, but the neat thing about Calendly is it links to the Zoom as well. So it actually links and invites them and sends you an email confirmation. You can see the questions, and it's kind of a seamless